Hey guys, welcome back. All right, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how I use the Arkansas stone, but first I'm going to take my razor, sharpen it up, and then we'll go to it and I'll explain as we go what I'm doing. So I have my Korat razor that I'm going to sharpen. This is my worn 400 Atoma plate. All right. It cuts real good. Kill the edge. Yes, you have to do it. I guess there's killing the edge and then there's killing the edge. I just rub it on there so it doesn't cut the skin anymore. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it back on the 8. You guys have seen me do this. And there's no tape on it. I got so many questions because there was tape on the eBay video I did. It's for beginners, guys. Makes it a little bit easier for beginners to get to the edge. You can pull the tape as you get better. Yeah, I leave the slurry on. Makes it quick. And by the way, when I kill the edge like that, I rub it on the stone. That does more quote-unquote damage to the edge than you ever could in hundreds of shaves. And it's funny because I hear people that after their blade goes dull from shaving it, oh, I gotta set the bevel. Take it down to 1,000, grind the shit out of it. You can do it on an 8K. You don't need to go down there. Let's see. Got it? Boop. Heal. Good. All right, so that was with slurry, so now I'm going to do it with water, get a little bit finer. It's funny, I can feel it start to stick on the 8K. Let me feel that on my... Oh yeah. All right, that's good. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is put a finish edge on there. And what I'm using, this is a caudicle. This is a less lat hybrid. This is the less lat side. This is the hybrid side. I don't like this side at all. This side is probably the most incredible caudicle edge I've ever used. I know this thing's tiny, but good enough. So I'm putting a finish edge on the razor. So what am I going to do with the Arkansas? I'll explain it in a minute. But, whew, I'm going real light. It's sticking already. This is like the stickiest caudicle I've ever used. Stick. I don't know, what was that, 6 passes? That's it. Sticks. All right, let me try and push it a little further on the straw. Finish it. All right, that's good. Man. That's it. All right, so that's finished. You can shave with this edge. This is a great edge. In fact, that was what was on there before. I had about a dozen shaves on this, so I pretty much resharpened my razors after a dozen, although this one didn't need it, but for the purpose of the video, this is now my most current favorite razor, the Dr. Matt Shorty Korat razor. But now what we're going to do is we're going to take it to the Arkansas stone. And what it does is I call it burnishing the edge. It just takes the edge a little bit further. All right, let's do that. Come on this way. So here we are. Let me turn my thing on and see what my edge looks like here. This is my caudicle edge. Oh, damn, that's nice. It's a little dirty. I should have wiped it off. That's okay. Okay. So this is the Arkansas stone from Dan's Whetstones. Can you see the light reflecting in there? Can you see the bulb? Yeah, good. That we did last video. It was dull looking, like this side. Now it looks like this. And this is a one-time deal. This stone is good for life if you use it the way that I use it. I'm going to show you in a second here. You never have to do this again. It's good forever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put oil on it. This is the Norton oil. You can use other oils. I just use it because, I don't know, they had a store here in town that I got it from. But you can use other stuff. You can use the Smith's honing solution. You can use soapy water. And I've used them all, and I've just decided to stay with the oil because honestly, I think it's just because it's traditional. The other methods I just mentioned work well. Some guys will do 4 or 5 drops. I just do like that. I'm going to spread it. Putting it on the stone. And what I'm going to do is go to work on this, but you're going to have to give me a second because I forgot my stopwatch. You can hold it, pause it. All right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to start on this, but I don't go by passes, I go by time. I just find that easier. And what I'm going to do is I do 2 minutes. I kind of counted it, and I usually do about 30 passes per minute. So if you do 50, 60 passes. Now the thing with that is there's people that will use these stones and they do a whole lot more. They'll do 100 passes, they'll do 200 passes because it's very slow as far as cutting, and you can do that. But I'm not going for an Arkansas edge, quote unquote. What I'm doing is I'm taking this caudicle edge and I'm enhancing it. I've said before, I think I may have even said it on my caudicle series, that usually the last stone that touches your edge is what type of edge it is. So if you use a 12K, it's a 12K. If you use a caudicle, it's caudicle. Some guys say, well, I use a caudicle, and then I go to a JNat, and then I go to a 20K. Well, that's a 20K edge. The unique thing about this is it will enhance your edge. It doesn't convert it. If you go long enough, it will. Meaning if you go 5 minutes, 10 minutes on it. But that's why I limit it to 2 minutes, because that's what gives it, that's the beauty of it, because you still have, I'm going to have this caudicle edge, but it's just going to be a little bit crisper. What did Keith call them? Smart edges. Knows the difference between skin and hair. So it's really awesome. All right, so we can get started here. Let me get my, and we're on. And I just I go back and forth, and it's just real light pressure. I do use some pressure, but it's just real light. The other stone was 8 inches. This is 10 inches. You don't need anything this big. I just did it because I have that Charnley Forest that's real big, and I kind of like it. You know, real estate forever. You can get them even wider than this. I like an 1.5 inch, 2 inch stone. That's my favorite. You can see the undercut, the oil coming up on there. some guys, what they'll do, I've heard people using slurry stones with these. I don't know, like I said, I don't know too much about them, but to me that sounds ridiculous. This is a polishing stone. This thing will polish your edge. You don't put a slurry on there, it just ruins the whole thing. I mean, it's kind of like using a Ferrari to go to the grocery store a mile from your house with six stoplights in between, you know? The beauty of the stone and what it does is it just will refine the edge. It doesn't totally change it, just refines it. Real light pressure. All right, that's it. That's all it takes. So that was 2 minutes. I'm going to clean both the stone and I'll clean the razor off, and I'll try and put some pictures up of the edge from, you know, after the cuticle to this. Interestingly enough, though, the difference under microscope is not huge, but the difference in the feel when you're shaving, that is. So that's using the stone, sharpening the razor. What's next is we're going to go up to the sink and I'm going to shave with it, show you how that works. So we'll see you at the sink. All right, let's get this shave going. But first, what I want to do is we'll do the giveaways. So Sphinx Beard has been generous enough to donate some more product, some more shave soap. This is their Spartan. Spartan is, now these are all, the scent profiles are based on well-known colognes. This particular one is the Initio Parfums Psychedelic Love. Nice and warm, woody, cool weather scent. Very nice stuff. But also they did donate some beard products. This is the oil and the balm. These are two different scents. The Vanilla Smoke, which is based on the Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille, and they call this Ancient Kingdom. This stuff is awesome. This is Parfum de Marly Herod, which is the soap that I'm going to be using today. I looked on the website this morning. They don't have this particular one in stock right now, but the scent on it, I don't know if you're familiar with the Parfum de Marly Herod. It's a beautiful, like a tobacco, like a pipe tobacco scent. In fact, it's the only one that I know of in the shave community that has that awesome of a pipe tobacco scent. I couldn't find one that I thought was great, but that one is great and has a real nice, you know, the profile on the, very nice. Okay. So if you're interested in those, I'm going to do the beard product together and then the soap. So it'll be basically two giveaways. Comment down below and I can send those off if you're interested in them. But for now, let's test this bad boy edge out and see how it does. The scent on this Ancient Kingdom, the Marly Herod, that sweet pipe tobacco scent with some vanilla, cinnamon, it's just wonderful. Let's give it a go. Nice shape. Great feel. Very comfortable. Ready to go for the day. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I've been wanting to do that for a while because I do get a lot of questions on it. I did need to thank a few people. Scott, for putting up with all my emails and texts. I appreciate it. I do learn how to do this from other people. I don't just make it up. Dan's Whetstone for providing an outstanding, spectacular stone. That stone took a month to get. I think they were waiting for one that was so hard that it would break their saw before they sent it to me. I told them I was going to make a video of it. Outstanding. Also, Sphinx Beard for being so generous and continuing to donate stuff to the channel for you guys. So make sure that you comment if you're interested. Like I said, there's going to be two things. There's going to be the beard stuff, and then there's going to be the soap. There'll be I'll send it to 2 different people, so you can do that. If you made it all the way to the end, I appreciate you sticking around. You guys have a great rest of the day, a good night. Enjoy your shave, and we'll see you real soon.